Good morning. And firstly, thanks to Fred for giving me this chance to talk about KRish Energy. Me and my team, we are on a mission to develop and disseminate solutions to take humanity forward on a sustainable trajectory. Now, a little bit of what motivates me. I'm not afraid of failure because I've failed many times before. Um, but this is a picture from the break room from Amazon where I worked last year. And this just stuck with me. Have a backbone, disagree, and commit, especially when you feel passionately about something. Also, a special mention to Jeff Bezos because I was in the audience when he was in flesh and blood in Colorado Springs at the Space Symposium, and felt like having goosebumps listening to him. So some of what motivates me and my background on there. So why am I doing this? It's because I think we are on an unsustainable trajectory, and having lived in Silicon Valley, I am frustrated and maybe even angry at some of the directions and the things that are coming out of there. So, for example, most of the environmental efforts are obsessed with carbon as the metrics, and essentially what that meant over the past couple of decades is things like we're moving manufacturing away to areas which are most polluting, and we don't have any frameworks in place to help those people that are suffering because of resultant pollutions in there. We are pushing solutions as cure for disease, which the cure may be worse than the original disease in the first place. And last but not the least, and this is where KRish Energy comes in, we are not addressing the material side of things, how we are sourcing precious materials from Mother Nature, how we are using them, and how we are disposing them. This is just a hugely under-addressed area. So a little bit of philosophy of sustainability is what I'm thinking of. My efforts are have the foundations of sustainability from the Brundtland Commission back in the 80s, 1980s, and then also with the Sustainable Materials Management Roadmap from the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency. So two key elements are missing from sustainability efforts. One, we do not have metrics for materials management. We are obsessed with carbon. And secondly, security is a missing dimension as well. The reason I say that is I believe a system that's not secure can be sustainable as well. So these are what I believe are the gaps. Of course, I don't want to boil the ocean. Not saying that I have the ability to do that. What I'm saying is, that's what I believe in, and here's what I want to do. I want to start with something that I want to bite off what I could chew, get rid of single-use plastic, and promote food waste recovery from one sector, hospitality. Um, so then how do I do that? You want to address the gaps today. I want to address the metrics on the sustainable materials management, improve knowledge dissemination, and empower consumers with signals so that they could make educated choices based on their wallets. So that's our the why and what, and here's how I intend to do it. We have a KRish Energy created Peacock toolkit for hospitality. We do an audit. We provide a short training course on sustainable materials management, and along with plan of actions, we certify them for a 6-month period. So this is the Peacock toolkit that KRish Energy offers. But that's not the only thing. Once you've identified, that food waste, you've done maximum in terms of reduction of food waste. You want to see how you can reuse them, and we generate 100 million tons of food waste in the U.S. alone. Here's a pyramid of hierarchy of how EPA suggests we deal with some of the food waste we generate. And if you look at that one over there, I'm addressing that with my team, with UCCS, and some discussions with the Air Force as well on how we could generate community scale bioenergy systems. Why is this bioenergy system, especially community scale, very important? Here's some stats on what restaurant operators say as their top reason for sending some of the food waste to polluting landfills. You look at the top 4, you will see a lack of infrastructure, don't know how to get there. That's how to get started. That's number 4. And just the logistical constraints. So setting up efficient community scale bioenergy systems is going to be an area of very keen focus for KRish Energy. So how do we make money? Right now, it's the audit and certification through Peacock Toolkit. I do have a contract being finalized with Ameristar and Blackhawk. Very excited. And next, we will look into the food scale, the food waste fed bioenergy systems. Some market players over here. These are all the people that do eco-labeling. Most of them are in Europe, and actually this picture is from Green Key, and nothing in America from Green Key, and they're the closest one to materials management labeling that I'm looking at. So no market players in US that address materials management as a metric like Krish does. And last but not the least, my wonderful team, just proud to call some of these members my advisory board members. And that's me. So thank you for your time. Look forward to further questions.